is Sam Polcer, the photographer of Preferred Mode and the new book, New York Bike Style. We are celebrating the launch for New York Bike Style here at Redbeard Bikes in Dumbo, Brooklyn. I'm pleased with the turnout. It's a good party. I started shooting for the blog and the book about 1.5 years ago. It's being published by Prestel Publishing. We had been discussing doing a project about stylish New Yorkers and their bikes. And me being a New Yorker and someone who really likes bikes and a photographer, I knew some friends over at the publish company, worked out, and I've been a busy man for 1.5 years or so, just riding around the streets of New York, finding the best looking and most stylish New Yorkers on bikes. People generally dig it because, who doesn't like being told that they are a stylish person? The trick is finding them in the first place. I'm waiting on a street corner with my bike and someone rides by me. I got to catch up to them, convince them to pull over and pose for a picture for 5 minutes. New Yorkers are a busy bunch, so you got to get your rap down really fast and be like, tune the book. You want to be in a book? Blah blah blah. And they're 95% of people are into it, and if they're not, they're just too late. They're late for something because this is New York, and that's how it is. Talking about Casey and David? Yeah. Those were my sort of dream team to handle the introductions for the book, and it all came together. I was very pleased. I mean, Casey is an amazing guy. I don't know if you saw the picture of him, but he's tossing the bike up in the air, standing in the middle of Broadway. And if you know anything about him, you know that was his idea. He's a really cool dude, and so I'm pleased to have him write the introduction. And then getting David Byrne, the world's most famous and coolest bike advocate, talking heads, et cetera. I mean, getting him involved and just being able to talk to the guy for 10 minutes or so and taking his picture was a dream come true. And so I'm very pleased with that for sure. My first bike was a BMX bike. I was in 4th grade maybe, and I remember vividly getting my first bike. It's probably the coolest thing I'd ever owned. It was a Diamondback BMX, and I rode it out in the suburbs, when I was a little kid. But then I fell in love with biking here in New York City. I just, once you realize what biking in New York can do for you as a New Yorker, and being able to explore places that you wouldn't normally explore and get places faster, see neighborhoods better, meet cool people, and do that without having to struggle on the subway or taking buses or taking cabs or getting stuck in traffic. I mean, it opens the city to you in a way that nothing else can. So that happened to me maybe, I don't even know, 7 years ago, something like that. And I just, I get everywhere on bike, as one should. I think it's amazing. My day job is I work for Bike New York, and we are the city's premier bike education nonprofit. So what we do is we are the organization that teaches New Yorkers how to ride bikes safely and confidently. Everyone from kids and adults that don't know how to ride a bike, we get them on a bike. And then we do different levels of classes to get people more comfortable on bikes. We got city bike class, street skills class, things like that. So what we do is, in 2013, we taught more than 16,000 New Yorkers how to ride bikes safely, confidently, just get them out on the street. So bike lanes are imperative. I mean, in making that happen, we've come a long way. The city has come a very long way. Janet Sadekhan, and our former mayor did a great job in installing some bike lanes around the city. We need more, for sure, if we want to, make this city a livable place for more people. Our traffic is congested, transportation's overloaded, public transportation's overloaded. Bikes are a healthy way to get around. They're green, they're good for the environment. The more bike lanes we can have, the better for that. And where I see Preferred Mode and New York Bike Style playing a role is just trying to convince people to get on a bike, make it an aspirational thing, make it an attractive thing that people are going to want to do. If you make it look good, people might want to do it. So I want to. That's the first step, and then once we can convince them to get on a bike, that's where Bike New York plays a role, because then we can get them on the bike and teach them how to do it. So I'm just I'm very proud to be involved with, those aspects of biking in New York. I love New York, and as a New Yorker, you want to do whatever you can to make the place where you live a better place to live for everybody. And if that's what I can do to do it, then that's what I'm gonna do. So I hope I can keep doing it. Well, it's impossible to predict the future, but what I would like to do is to keep the blog going, preferredmode.com. I don't know if it would remain New York City specific. If I could take it globally, that would be awesome too. But we'll see what happens. For now, I've been in the habit of doing it for so long that it's what I do. If I'm in town on a Saturday or Sunday, I'm gonna ride around the city trying to take pictures of people, because it's fun. What's not fun about A, riding a bike around New York, B, talking to interesting people, because generally when you're trying to find stylish New Yorkers, they are interesting people. You wouldn't believe how many photographers, stylists, artists, musicians I meet on a weekly basis doing this thing. So that's fun. It's a workout, so that's cool too. And being able to keep the blog going would be great. So if I can keep, getting people to come to the site and check it out, maybe that can be something that happens. And if a project comes down the line with another book, so be it. I'm just getting this one wrapped up now, so I ain't even thinking about that too far ahead. This is Sam Polcer, the photographer of this book, New York Bike Style, and the man behind preferredmode.com, a New York bike style blog, here at the launch for this book in Dumbo, Brooklyn, at Redbeard Bikes. And I'm being interviewed by sugarcane.com. Back to you, Billy.